say hi to Tyson. He just walked in.
What's up, Tyson? What's up, my man? You can hear me?
What's up?
What's up? Give me your father. There you go. I could see it.
Check the tats out.
Dude. All right, he wants me to. I got a tattoo of my mom's face on the inside of my arm. You want to see it?
What? Yeah.
Yeah, you want to see it?
What? Send me a picture of that so I can get a close-up.
Got you.
And he got this wolf. See these wolves? That's me, that big-ass wolf.
Yeah, right. How you been?
Damn, dude. What's up, man? Rocking, back in the sport. I'm glad I'm reconnecting with Joe Daddy. It's weird to see the kids are all grown up. You're a man. You're a man now. Can I beat you arm wrestling?
I don't think so. I think I'm pretty strong right now.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think I'm pretty strong.
You can stop my top rope?
I think so. I could just swallow your whole hand.
I want to feel it. I want to test it out. I want to see what how grown up you are now. That's amazing.
I'll have to fly out soon.
Hey, congratulations on all your success as becoming a better athlete than your father. That's pretty
I appreciate that.
That's amazing. Good job, man.
All right, that's awkward. Let's go. Let's roll. Well, I'm saying, I told you I only got 7% now, and if I'm on with this, I can't plug it in too.
Yeah, we keep going. If you die, you die.
Love it.
If you die, you die. Okay, so we're back. Listen, man. To wrap up, that kind of come back to that other story is that, dude, arm wrestling cost me everything, dude. Cost me everything. I mean,
yeah, dude, listen. I bet it all. You are depressing me with this shit. I'm just letting you know. Listen, I think that Bill Collins and Karen Bean are jerk faces if they would ever think for as well off as both of those people are. It is crazy that they don't love you and have your back. And you should never try to defend yourself for trying to make some motherfucking money. And as soon as you have a yacht, then we will secretly rent a stash house and have our fucking podcast in the stash house to make it look like we're poor. But this right here behind you and behind me is not a front stash house for our multi-gazillion-dollar motherfucking business yet.
You got to let me get to I get what you're saying, and we will only hit this once. I'm trying to establish that where I was at in life before, where I literally told my wife, hey, fuck you. Arm wrestling puts the roof over the head, so it is everything, no matter what you say. Now, so I'm on Tinder. I'm swiping right. Sevon Matosian, he was covering me, losing all that weight again. And he wanted to see what it was like. The first Killing the Fat Man, I was married. The second Killing the Fat Man, he's like, I want to see you. I wanted it to be about Tinder. A guy going from fat into shape.
What a great friend. What a great friend. Yeah. That was he was being as friendly to you as you was to Dabo the other day. Thanks a lot, Savant. I appreciate it.
Well, the point was we were at the CrossFit Games when I found out. I gave permission for Anissa to have a rendezvous with the ex to see if there was really a connection. I was like, hey, you should meet him first, and I gave permission. What?
Did you accuse me of jumping to story and going really crazy all at once with something that needed to be, whoa, what the fuck are you talking about? First of all, people are watching this. Are you crazy?
It's already on the Killing the Fat Man.
Yeah, but I'm not. Now I'm right here associated with it. Now people are looking at my face. I can't just have you say some shit like that. And me here. Listen, I don't don't know what Gary's talking about right here.
I lost your
don't know
mic.
What this new branding guy has made Gary think that we should put lies and fake truths out there to make people feel sympathetic towards us.
I lost your mic.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
Yeah. You can't be hitting us with that shit, man. What's wrong with
Just
you, man?
let me finish the story. I cannot finish the story.
Man, don't hit me with no more crazy shit like that. All right,
So
go ahead.
I'm at the CrossFit Games, and Sevon, I'm a little sad, and Sevon can tell. He's like, what's wrong? And I said, I don't know. I thought I could handle it. I gave my wife basically a hall pass to hook up with her high school boyfriend. And he's like, what? I was like, yeah, they're hooking up right now. And he goes, and I explained the whole backstory that she's probably going to leave me for him. And he says, dude, you got to go on Tinder. Where did you go? Where'd you go? No, it's true.
Casey, get over here. Get over here.
It's true.
I'm sorry for everything that ever happened in the history of my life. I love you so much. Please, if we ever will go through what Gary just went through. Oh my God. Group hug, Ezra. Group hug, Ezra. Group hug, everybody. Oh my God. Gary is unbelievable. All right, get out of here. All right, go ahead, buddy. I have enough strength. I have enough strength to listen to this now. Go ahead.
So I said, just to go back a little further, he started messaging her. I'll tell the story another time. Point is, he said you should go on Tinder.
Listen, you need to discover a version of this story that is kind of the truth, but not the truth. And
it's 100.
Like I've told lies so many times that I believe them now.
No, this is the truth. When I met her, she was with her high school boyfriend. And he broke up with her literally the night that I met her. And she was really pissed. And they were going to get married and they were going to have kids. And so when she met me, she was talking about him. And then 2 weeks later, we were in love. And he calls back and he tries to get her back. And I take the phone away from her. This is 1993. I take the phone away from her and I say, bro, you shouldn't have broke up with her. You effed up. Click. She's like, I still want to be friends with him. She invited him to the wedding. The night before we got married, he was trying to talk her into not getting married. Long story short, I knew she spent kind of 20 plus years regretting that maybe she didn't give him the shot, and we were mostly just friends. So I kind of always knew that she still had a crush on the boyfriend. So when he came back in the picture and I had nothing, arm wrestling cost me everything, and he was flirting, and she said, I kind of am having feelings again. I said, you know what? I always felt like maybe you should have married him and not me. And then
whoa. I got a problem with your time frame a little bit. You keep on saying arm wrestling. You was involved with CrossFit when this happened.
Yeah, but CrossFit, I was still recovering for never paying taxes during all those years and never got ahead.
But you were on an uphill swing though, right? I mean, it wasn't like, I'm not saying Anissa's not a nice person, but she could, it wasn't like she was being like, this wasn't rock bottom. Rock bottom had to be before you got the job at CrossFit, right? When you said, bitch, if you're leaving, leave, I'm going to this arm wrestling tournament. Like, that's not the time.
I see it.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
Yeah, right. I'm just saying. I think that, no matter how sad.
Here's the thing.
No matter how sad
my
the
point
story
is,
this was the best thing that ever happened to you. All of this. You need to go over there, find that guy, and kiss that motherfucker on his lips. Because now, look.
I know, that's the point I'm getting to. I got a point of all this. The point is, Sevon, when I find out the marriage is over, Sevon calls me. He's like, let's re-lose the weight. You go on Tinder. You start to get, he wanted me to have a lot of hookups. And then
and good for ratings. Good for ratings.
So I'm swiping right, and there's one girl that I really was hoping she'd say yes out of all the girls I was attracted to. And it was Caroline. And I meet her, and so with Anissa, I was always the caregiver. It was really hot to see a woman who was, had already done it, successful, didn't count on a man, had a job, was smart, brilliant, and I was like, my gosh, this is so sexy to have a woman who took care of her own business, if you know what I mean. It was just hot, and I was so into her. And, we met, we fell in love. I never wanted to have another kid. And she said, with me, the door has to be open. And I was like, okay. So the point is, I hear myself. Why do I hear myself?
I have no clue.
Okay. The point is, my life was completely changed around. And, I guess part of it was like, oh, I don't have to provide for you. It's like you take care of yourself, and I don't have that stress on me. And it's like, anyways, here we are where I was just going to be a stay-at-home dad. And then arm wrestling comes back into my life, and it's like, oh, it's not the same pressure as it was before. It doesn't need to pay off. I don't need to gamble. You know what I mean? It's like a completely different scenario. So if it's weird. They say if you're not dependent on something, then it's like when you're desperate for things, that's when they don't work out. And
100%.
The first version of ARMTV, it was always a desperation to it. It's just a different situation now where I don't need this to work. I'm doing okay. And this is starting off as fun. But at the same time, I don't just do stuff half-assed. So, of course, I want it to work. And those feelings of wanting to build something amazing are now all creeping back in. And so that's what's driving me to work as hard as I once did, because I still believe that is possible. So anyways, when Bill Collins and Karen, and they think those things, it's like, you don't know the whole story. You don't bother to take the time to know the whole story. And you're making these judgments based on what was a sarcastic title. And then Gabi, it really
and you already know. I know Bill knows. Bill does know. I mean, as brutally honest as you have been over the years, I mean, it's just crazy. The Karen thing doesn't surprise me. I love Karen, but I understand. If somebody tells me that they had a problem with Karen, or she said something, or she went somewhere, that don't surprise me. Bill Collins should know better, man. Bill Collins should know better. Bill Collins is a smart guy.
There's more to Bill Collins.
He hates you even more? God damn.
No, I don't. You remember what you said? I'm no good with contracts. Guess what I got? We got cut up in front of our last call. Look what I got. You'll never guess what I got.
Hold on. What do you have? I will never guess. What do you have? Stickers. That's
a lot
awesome.
of them.
That's awesome.
Philip Delaney hooked us up.
Love it. Love it.
So I was going over the last time we spoke, and I got into that crazy story. Holy buckets. It's bananas.
First of all, our newest segment, I would like to say what's up to my Rockwell guys. They just sent a couple smooth sweatshirts over. So,
Rockwell.
Shit.
Every time.
Every damn time.
Every time. Okay, so man, we got to get into your story because we left up.
What
So
story?
what story?
I don't remember. What story you're talking
Every show starts off with what's going on relevant, and then your story time at the end. And we got cut off.
Or that's not. We need to change that.
No, I like
how you just said that. Like we start with relevant shit, then we go to story time. What does that mean?
Like current events.
We start with current events, then we do the relevant shit, which is the story. What are you talking crazy?
I walked right into that one.
Wow.
One. Sorry.
It's okay. I know you've been getting blowed up about your brand.
No, what I mean is your stories are timeless, kind of. So like,
and extremely relevant.
Yeah. But the current events may not always be timeless, is what I'm saying.
Agreed.
Like Dallas, Langston, and BLM, 6 months from now, that might be a boring story and everyone fast forwards it.
I don't even remember that. I don't even remember that match. Something happened.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so the last time we left off, you stated they said, Travis, we need to get you a bike.
Oh, we're going right into the story, right? You like the story.
Yeah.
All right, so just to recap slightly, I am you got a couple pictures today, first of all. So that should help. That should help with this process. Insert photo of me and Devon right after I've got the mic at the concert. Then we did the project behind the concert where we arm wrestled a bunch of people. And the marketing manager, it was our first meeting with him. He's not the guy on the phone that gave us the bike in Vegas, right? We're there.
Yeah, Reed.
Right, Reed is gone, and there's a new guy. The new guy is anxious to see how I like the bike that Reed has presented to us. And I said, I thought the bike was amazing. Thank you. It actually pretty much secured a great opportunity for me from running events and promoting events. So I appreciate it. But the guy that really needs to thank you is over there. The big, tall weirdo that owns the bike.
Weirdo.
That you gave him. Yeah.
Devon Larratt, weirdo?
So, yeah. So he's up there.
He's Superman, bro.
Yeah,
he's Superman.
He's putting on a show, but make no mistake about it. The microphone bit that I did definitely set me so that I have confidence too here, right? So
Devon, what do you mean?
In other words, Devon is also working with me. So I have to be careful how much Devon shines if I don't indeed shine as well, right? So I'm bringing Devon because he won the bike, right? But the fact is, I'm trying to get a gig with Victory Motorcycle. And I do know the way to get the gig is not by arm wrestling. It's by talking.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's evident.
I'm sorry. Just some setup, please. Devon Larratt, is he a hustler like you? When you bring him to these events, is he trying to get a gig out of this, or is he just having fun?
I don't know. I don't know, but I will tell you this. I don't trust him. The guy's a charmer. The guy is charming. So
are you a little nervous of letting him talk too much to the people in charge?
One would assume that I would be. However, you must know that that's the part that I am trying to separate from. Right? So, how cool are you when you hire all the cool guys? And as soon as you get a chance, you let everybody know that I will have my guys help you in any way needed. My man, hop over there and help him. Now, you do have to be careful. If you don't have the proper skills, you can invite somebody to work and they will take your job.
Yeah.
It happens. So
Okay, I know you're getting into the story, but the last time you left off, you announced to the crowd, I see some tough guys here. My wife told me it's a tough crowd. I don't believe it. I'm the man. When you say that, does Devon Larratt look at you and say, whoa, careful now.
Oh,
careful.
No. Devon threw his both hands in the air, double bicep posed, and let everybody know that, yes, indeed, no one can beat him either, or me, and that the money is safe. He was totally okay with the trash talk. Yeah,
Okay.
totally. Yeah, excited. And, you know, when you bring someone like him and Todzilla, what you get is this amazing situation where really no one can beat him. You can't beat them. They will pull for hours, right? And John Brzezink's the same way. They're great at these expos. Other guys aren't so great. Like, I love Michael Todd to death, but Michael Todd is awkward at the booth.
Really?
Yeah, and it's just a little bit whereas if you're in charge, you're like, yo, dude, don't do it like that. Like, don't let them get in the winning position and then struggle to a point where you got to press them down. Like, that's not what we're looking for. We're looking for absolute dominance, knock off center, smile, open the bicep up. Right?
Why?
Right.
Well, just educate me. Why?
I think that when they feel that there is some success, they commit in the most unnatural form. In other words, if they stay balanced and are on the kitchen table or the lunchroom table, it starts with pressure and it ends with pressure. At the arm wrestling table, if you let them get there, it gets them right in that spot where they're the most uncomfortable because they've never stood up ever. And they just get a little aggressive, and sometimes they push instead of pull, and it's just scary as shit. And this is just my personal opinion, you know.
So Michael Todd hasn't gamed the system enough to recognize that, hey, you can't let him get in these dangerous.
Yeah, or maybe it's just me. Ron Bath is another one that didn't do the most amazing job in the world and had me a little scared at times, right? It's just that, not that they're going to lose, but that the person might get hurt, you know what I mean, or last too long. So, but there's some guys that are good. John Brzezink's the man at it. He's the man. Todzilla and Devon Larratt can both do it too.
And before they do this, do you give them a little class on here's what you got to do?
I beg them. I pray with them and beg them. Please, God, do not let it happen here. Please, God, please.
And the answer, when you say that, do not let it, the answer is total domination. You take them immediately.
I wouldn't say total domination, but definitely a push with the hand outside, a pronation, and their bicep opening up rather than the old side pressure where the shoulder you have to make a decision. You know, that's what I prefer.
When I watch, I don't know if you watched that episode where we had the kid's arm break, but I just went straight side. And it's like, I didn't know better back then. I just went straight side. Had I opened up his bicep, he'd be a healthy kid. I just went side, snap.
And two, you should have them ready to roll so that their upper body can never go down here unless it opens their hand up. If you allow them to be a nice guy and you let all of this move over here, now it's even a longer way for them to come. It's just scary. That's all. And I know it's only from years and years and years and years of being about a 99% safe rate that I think highly enough that I would tell people exactly how to do it. But it is definitely no science to it.
Gotcha. So back to the story.
Right. So remember, I got Marvin Cohen there, me and Devon Larratt, and we have about 4 executives from Victory. And we and we're doing this show. In the middle of it, he asked me how I liked the bike in front of a couple execs, and I said, the bike was amazing, man. Devon loves it. He's the one that won it. And the guy said, well, you don't have a bike. And I'm like, nah, I don't have a bike. He's like,
I just can't believe this.
right?
It's like,
smacks his buddy on the thing and says, hey, we got to get him a bike, right? I immediately, I'm like,
you must be sweating,
right?
bro.
Oh, I'm tripping, right? And I said to him,
Oh, my God.
my man, it's funny you say that, because I had already figured that Reed had set up the fact that you guys were needed to come get the bike from Las Vegas. He's like, what are you talking about? I said, the promo bike that you sent, it has a key, but no paperwork. So because of that, Devon stored it in Vegas at another arm wrestler's house and was waiting whether he had to arrange shipping or come to find out that he could have one delivered from Ottawa. And a few days ago, Devon has informed me that his bike has arrived and he is currently driving it. And he is very thankful and awesome. The other bike is the one that I'll keep.
No, wait, hold on. Are you telling me that you actually told the truth?
And I caught holy hell for it. But I did.
You caught holy hell from who?
It cost me $2,000 because I told the truth. Actually, I'll go further and say that it cost me $5,000 because I told the truth. If I was the douchebag that I think people think I could be, then I would have, well, there's two things I could have did that would make me a douchebag, but also one of them would be like a good douchebag. So if I was a good douchebag, I would have got them to give me that new bike and I'd have gave that chopped one to Marvin. Because ultimately, Marvin is the one who set it all up.
My God, we had a cliffhanger at the perfect time last time because I swear to God, I thought I was like, man, this dude is gangster. He's going public about chopping up a bike. This is the sponsors beware.
Man, what's
radio,
wrong with
right?
you? Right. So the guy tells me, he said, Travis, I can do better than that. You will send the bike back from Vegas and we will upgrade it just a little to the model above, which is the model that Devon got. So during Devon's negotiation and the type of bike that Devon got was slightly an upgrade than the one that he won. And so they ended up, Cage Crocker took the bike, or they come and collected the bike and then sent me a gift card so that I could pick up the same bike anywhere in the DC area. I sold the bike.
Wait, hold on.
Okay.
Was the timing of it so perfect that it didn't seem shady that you withheld that information? Or did someone look at you and say,
I looked right at the guy and said, my man, we was about to chop that damn bike.
You told him?
And he laughed and he's like, I'll bet you were. I mean, I can't believe Reed didn't follow it with the paperwork. And I'm like, I was amazed at how easy it was to get that bike. He said, yeah. We got a lot of promotional stuff that we do. And that was a great idea for us and everybody. And so, thank you guys, and all this and that. And it was great. And then
do you feel, so when you're about to go down this, I guess, illegal path, you obviously felt like a little nervous about it. Did you feel a weight lifted? Like, telling the truth is always the right. George Washington.
Unbelievable. I will tell the truth about shady situations a lot when it ultimately comes down to it. Like, whose responsibility is it to contact a former employee to set up the arrangement to return a gift? I mean, seriously, like, I don't know. But on the flip side, if I'd had the paperwork, I'd have had 3 bikes. So
at the end of the day, you're potentially trying to work a deal with Victory. It's so much, just cleaner if you go in with having a race that's
no doubt at all, 100%.
I can imagine you go down the path where you're employed with them. You're doing contract gigs for 2 years, and then this paperwork shows up at some point with no bike, and they're like, "Hey, Travis, do you remember?" I mean, you'd be like, "No, I don't remember."
You got to call Devon. Call Devon.
I don't remember that shit.
Yeah, it was
great.
Oh
my! So they give you a gift certificate.
Well, they give me a corporate. Kind of an invoice, and they tell me the 4 areas. So there's a Victory motorcycle right between, right on the outside of Baltimore. It's about an hour and a half. So I sold it to my cousin's, either my neighbor's cousin or my cousin's neighbor, one of those guys. And the guy came down, he picked it up. He paid $5,000 for a $7,000 bike. And I gave Marvin $1,500.
Why did you sell it? Why didn't you keep it?
Because I don't mess with motorcycles at all. I mean, I've been involved in 3 or 4 transactions with Harley Davidsons and Victory motorcycles. But I'll tell you another funny thing is Marvin has the microphone, and, throughout the day, Marvin will just go crazy, right? So we're at dinner, and the Victory motorcycle guys, and Devon's there, and everybody, and somebody at the Victory thing said, "Travis, do you have any suggestions about next year, what we could do, at the Sturgis Rally?" And Marvin said, "Yeah, you should give away a Harley." Only because it was all Harley Davidsons. That's all it was. Like, he
said that to the Victory people.
He said it because we were all saying it during the day as a joke, and the dumbass just let it rattle right off his damn tongue.
Oh my God, that's
super awkward. Super awkward, right?
I mean, does that conclude the story?
Yeah, that's all. Yeah.
You said there was a conspiracy with Marvin Cohen and.
Oh man, really? I don't know.
So so you're saying that story wraps up nice, tight little bow. You got away.
Beautiful, beautiful situation. And it also, too, full circle for me being so jealous that I actually gave the bike away, because I probably could have did a thing where the WAL presented that bike to me for doing such a good job running the tournament. Confetti still could have failed, and I could have got the bike. But I chose to do it and give it away, not knowing that that Devon was going to actually win the class and be the lucky enough to have the fucking key.
I mean, that is pretty crazy. I got to be honest. Would not have predicted where that story went, and you couldn't have come out cleaner from that whole thing. Oh my God!
Why would you assume I wasn't the cleanest guy in the world? What's wrong with you, man?
I'm just saying.
Hold on for 1 second. Since story time is almost over and I have been receiving a ton of packages, I would like to thank Johan Productions that will be doing some of our live streaming in the future and on pay-per-view. Johan Productions. Continue, sir.
The last time we left off, when we got cut off, I was just getting ready into a Bill Collins contract story.
Oh, yeah. Hey, how mad will Bill be that we're even talking about him?
I don't know.
You better check yourself.
No, Jody Jody Williams sent me a message and he said, hey man, this is like reading somebody's diary. Thank you very much for doing this. This is so crazy. And I've just like, you know what? I might as well just be an open book about it. And I'm just going to.
Did Jody also tell you that he was slightly upset about the Oregon State Championships? The truth.
We hope you like the content. Thanks for stopping by. Please leave a comment, like, share, and subscribe. Now click that little bell icon so you get notified. This was Gary Roberts and Travis Bagent live.
Damn it!
Do something else. Don't ever say them two names to me.